Hey everybody, Sissy Fisher Benitez here, your host for the Chicago Techies podcast. I was debating if I should do this, basically give you an update on what's happening with the podcast and why I had to take a break. I think we normally don't normalize this kind of stuff, and I wanted to be a little different and tell you and be transparent about what's been happening. When I initially announced that I was going to be taking a break from interviewing folks, it was because my partner and I were diagnosed with COVID, and we had to take a couple of weeks off and just get well. It was a really scary thing at the beginning. You don't really know how your body's going to react. So, it was really an emotional place and really difficult place to be in. But luckily, both of us had very mild symptoms, and we were pretty good after a couple of weeks. So that was really one of the main things that put a hold on this, and other things. Shortly after that, my wife's grandpa passed, and it was another difficult time to go through, and we prioritized our family, and I really just wanted to make sure that I was there fully for my partner, and literally the week I had a good week where we were kind of back to normal. I would schedule the next interview, and just a day or two before the interview to resume the podcast, my family in Mexico reaches out and basically tells us that my uncle, my mom's brother, he's not doing well, and that he might not make it through the week. And my parents were planning on returning to Mexico in December, but this is my mom's brother and they're best friends, and it's just my mom just could not be there. So I have a pretty flexible schedule, and my work is very understanding, so I had to take them to Mexico this past week. But my uncle's doing okay. We took him to the doctor, and he did do a little better. It's not COVID related. He has Parkinson's, and among other things, and they basically just said that Parkinson's was taking most of his abilities, and at this point he's not able to walk anymore. He can't even sit. He's basically just laying there being fed and changed and all the things. So they gave him a few more weeks, maybe a couple of months. They really couldn't say straight up. So there's just been, it just feels like thing after thing after thing. And I don't know, I just kind of wanted to send a note to everybody for your support and your messages and your concern, for my family and our well-being. I really appreciate that. And I don't know, I feel like I'm hoping things can start to feel like normal again, quotation marks, because it's been rough, but we're here and we're hanging in there, and I know that everybody has something going on. Everybody's been affected by this pandemic and things. So especially now with the election too, there's a lot of anxiety around that, and I just really hope that people go out and vote. I literally just got back from Mexico yesterday, and one of the reasons why I wanted to be here was because I wanted to vote. I was there for about a week, and I wanted to make sure that I was back in time to vote. So we need to do our part, and I'm inviting you all to vote this week. Do it early, do it on the day off, but really go out and vote, because all that's at stake. And I don't think I have to get into that, because everybody knows how important this is. So that's really the update. I'm back. Hopefully we'll have a new episode on Monday. And I really appreciate all of your support, your concern, your care that you have for me and my family. So just wanted to kind of come in here and give you all a little note and be transparent about everything going on, because I feel like we need to start talking. We need to start sharing what's wrong, not just the good, but also the bad. So, yeah. And with that, go vote. And we'll see you on Monday. Bye.